Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Isaiah 43:18 through 19. All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Last time we had a big hit, old school baked macaroni and cheese. That went kind of viral. This time we're going back in with a new school, easy and quick baked macaroni and cheese. Here are a few of our key ingredients, and let's get to it. We're starting off with some chicken broth and water mixed in, and we're going to get that boiling. And then we're going to get ready to pour our noodles in. I also want to try a different kind of noodle. Since I did the elbow for the old school, we're doing penny for the new school, just to add a little flair and flavor to it. That's a nice little mix. And I'm gonna just let it boil for about 8 minutes. You want it al dente, not completely boiled or cooked through. Next, we want to start our cheese sauce, which is going to be a lot less complicated than my last one was. We're just starting with some melted butter, and then we're going to go in with some heavy whipping cream. I poured the entire container in. I just did a small quart. So I'm going to go ahead and add in 4 different types of shredded cheese and get it in one package with a blend of Monterey Jack, cheddar, Asadero, and different cheeses in it. I like a lot of cheese in mine. You're gonna make sure you're stirring at intervals so that you're making sure the cheese is melting into the heavy whipping cream very well. There you go. It's starting to cheesy up. I know that's not a word, but whatever. When you do block cheese, you can't really tell how cheesy your sauce is going to taste. You just can go by how much cheddar you put in. But with this, you can kind of taste and see how cheesy it is, what you want to add. I just went and added a whole bag of shredded cheese. This is about 1 full pound of 4 cheeses mixed in. This is going to be good. This time I'm not adding any egg or any flour. We're just going to do a quick, basic, delicious baked macaroni and cheese. I also cut my cream cheese in half, and I'm going to put that whole thing in here. You want to give this cream cheese some time to melt and blend in well. All right, time to season our sauce. We're going to go in with some black pepper. And we're just continuing to stir to make sure that cream cheese is leveling out with the rest of the cheese sauce. And I'm gonna add in some seasoning salt. You know it ain't good if we don't have a little Lawry's in there. That's a black staple that I use in every soul food dish. Next, we're going in with some onion powder. Use as sparingly or moderately as you choose. I may look like I'm heavy-handed tonight, but it's about right for that amount of sauce. All right, we're gonna throw in some paprika. This gives everything a little more color, adds some nice flavor, especially smoked paprika. All right, you want to keep stirring and stirring. We have a lot of different cheese stages. We got cream cheese, shredded cheese, butter, heavy whipping cream. Make sure you stir everything in well. Okay, that's a wrap. We're done with our cheese sauce for now. Okay. Next, you want to go in and make sure you grease well. Whatever pan you're deciding to use. I'm not using a huge pan. So now we're going to go in and add our noodles that are al dente. They should be done by the time you start this process after making your cheese sauce. And we're just going to do a bottom layer. Not too much, but just enough to kind of get it going with the cheese sauce. Then you want to get your cheese sauce and grab a bigger spoon than what I grabbed. I don't know what I was thinking. And we're just going to add it to the small layer of noodles. So for the first layer, I'm using about half of my cheese sauce, and we're going to get it stirred in real good. But make sure it's fully saturated in every noodle because you don't want dry mac. Next, we're putting shredded mozzarella up top. Okay, and I'm gonna also put some more noodles and put the cheese sauce on top of that. So I put a new layer of noodles on top of that along with the rest of my cheese sauce, and you want to blend it in good. Make sure it's really inside each noodle. Pour some Colby Jack shredded and then some Parmesan as well. Mozzarella on here, and I'm gonna end with some Colby Jack on top. Then you wanna top it with some paprika for coloring. The holes in my paprika are way too big, so I spilled out a little more than I wanted to. All right, so we're gonna put it in the oven on 375 for about 25 minutes. You can continue to put in longer if you choose. And here it is, y'all. Some of the best quick baked macaroni and cheese, new school, not old school, and just as delicious as if you made it for 3 hours. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.